So what's your goal? Is it today, tomorrow, next week, a month from now, or?
Oh, okay. No, the one friend that I told about, I'm looking to get him in on board like next week because that's payday. Um, and yes, the other two within the next month. That's my goal. If I miss it, I miss it. But a month is my goal. To get at least 2 or 3 people there.
Okay, so Lord, let's write it down. And he said within 30 days, he wants to have his fruit. Now that would be great if you did that within 30 days. That would be absolutely phenomenal because now you can tell that story. So one of the things that I would do now that I know I've got a friend that's going to sign up, and you feel he's going to sign up on payday in about a week from now, I would be selling that all day long. Mary, here's what's going on in the company. I've got a guy that's coming in. Here's his background. He's ready to sign up. He just has to wait the payday. If you sign up before that, I'll place him underneath you, which means that anything that he does will benefit you and your organization. That's how I would sell that. Because obviously he can't get signed up sooner than later, and that's fine. He's got to wait a week, and that's great. But now you've got one. You can take that one and turn it to 3 people if you work that like I just shared it with you. So does that make sense, or do we need to expand on it? Lawrence, you can chime in anytime you want on that.
I would agree with Daryl 100%. So, Philo, if you look at your position on the binary, you've got one left leg and you've got one right leg.
Yeah.
Right at this moment, you're looking for the person to go to the top of your organization on the left and the top of your organization on the right. Those people are going to get every single person you sign up on the left and every single person you sign up on the right underneath them. Those are the 2 most valuable positions you will ever have in your business. So as Daryl correctly says, use that leverage. If you're going to sign up 2-3 people, say to them, hey, Johnny, if you get involved now, I'm going to give you that #1 spot in my business. And if you join today, you're going to get 2 people, 3 people underneath you. So Daryl's 1000% correct with what he's telling you there.
And
I did not think of it.
It's fear of loss. People want something. They want that extra. What's in it for me? That extra value. I'm that star athlete. I get, that little bit extra. And that's what it actually is. So you can parlay that one guy into 2 or 3 or 4 people here over the next few days. And we'll work with you on doing it. But if you need clarity on that, you've got Lawrence and myself and Todd to really go through that information with you again to do that. So like if you're talking to me, like for example, if I'm talking to you and I just got Lawrence and Lawrence told me, we're just really belaboring this point because it's huge. And as you grow your business, you'll be able to utilize it many times down the road. There's been people that we stacked 15 deep, and hey, I've got 15 people that are ready to go in. You get started, you're going to have 15 people underneath you. And it creates a sense of urgency to get, people moving in the business. So if I sponsored Lawrence and Lawrence was ready to get going on Friday on payday, and I called, I got in touch with my friend Ati and I said, Ati, here's what we're doing. He sees the business. And here, I got this guy. His name is Lawrence. Lawrence is an amazing business builder. He's going to help us open the UK, South Africa, Dubai, and other parts of the world. And if you get signed up before he comes in on Friday, guess what? I'll place him underneath you, and which means whatever he does that helps your volume and gets you closer and bigger to those incomes that you saw in that video or that information. So that's how you can sell that one person or utilize that, or the better word that Lawrence used, leverage that individual to help you move a little bit faster in the business. Any comments on that, Pila?
I really did not think of it the way that you're saying in terms of the sales point, and I love it. Like you're saying, they are the first 2 are the most important, obviously, to the whole binary. They benefit apart from me the most. So yeah, I'll definitely take that into consideration.
Okay, and then after those first 2 positions are filled, then the next 2 positions, straight down, left or right, are the most important at that point. Because you're going to eventually, hopefully, build down hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of levels. So those people at the very top, and the top two, they're benefiting. The next group, they're benefiting. So it's still going to benefit no matter where they fall. But obviously, there's this prime real estate up there, and you want to let people know that I'm getting ready to blow this out. This is not a game for me. This is not something I'm hoping is going to work. I'm tied together with some key guys in the U.S., key guys in South Africa, key guys in the U.K., and we're getting ready to do something. And I'm in charge of South Africa. You know, me and my partner's in charge of South Africa. I mean, that's how you sell that. I mean, I've had a few businesses where we've started, hey, I'm in charge of the U.S. expansion. I'm in charge of this expansion here. The buck stops with me. So you want to get in at the top and do something. So again, you're selling it, just selling it and selling it. You're selling it to make people move a little bit faster. So you're using Instagram, and that's great. All these social media things you should use. But who do you know that you love and care about the most? Your top 5, 10, 15, 20 people. I'll give it to you this way. If you had a magic wand and you could bop somebody on the head and they would automatically be in your business, who are those 5 or 10 or 15 people? Those are the people. You got that list?
Yeah, I do. I have a girlfriend who loves travel. I have friends who newly working who love travel. So, you know, those are, especially when you can see and it's tangible to somebody that, hey, this is actually real. You know, this is something that I love to do. I pay to do it regardless. So why not work myself into a position where I can get paid to do it? You know, so I do have at least 5 people that I can tell that to.
I feel like this is going to sound very strange to you, but over this weekend, I'd like you to do me a favor.
Okay.
Could you pour a glass of wine for your girlfriend if she likes to drink wine? Sit down with her and come up with a bucket list. In a perfect world, over the next 2 years, where would you two like to travel to if money was no option? Where are your 5 places that you would like to travel to? And if you have to, create I don't know what they call it, create a dream poster.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Create a dream poster of where the 2 of you want to go. And because each of these things that you do is you subconsciously taking a step in the right direction. It's you subconsciously telling your story. It's you subconsciously building your story. And don't be scared to use those sort of photos on social media, because, you know, on social media, you and Ati, how far away do you live from each other?
I don't even know where you are.
I'm in PE.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm in PE.
And Philo, where are you?
I'm in Cape Town.
Okay, so you're a little bit far away. So you're in Cape Town, so you can't do this, Ati, sorry. But you're in Cape Town. You're in one of the most beautiful places in the world. And when you're in a beautiful place, because we live such a busy life, you forget about what's around you. You know, you've got Table Mountain, you've got the V&A waterfront, you've got Clifton, you've got the wine resorts, you know, you've got unbelievable places. Slow down and take a couple of photos of you and your girlfriend together in these places and put those on social media.
Yeah.
Because now all you're doing is writing the story. You know, because you see Table Mountain every day, but Daryl's never seen Table Mountain in his life.
Yeah.
He's never had the privilege of coming to Cape Town. You know, Ati, you're in Port Elizabeth. You're at the Indian Ocean. Go with a friend. Go to the Radisson Blue Hotel. Sit there. Have a glass of water if you want. You're looking for that photograph. You're looking for that opportunity to put a photo up with the Indian Ocean behind you and the sun shining. All you're doing is telling a story, guys.
Yeah.
To do some dreaming with your girlfriend, because even in any other network marketing company, one of the biggest draws to a lot of different companies is not only the product and service they have, but everyone has one thing in common. They all have trips you can win or places they go for conferences, which all cost money. We've got one of our biggest distributors in the company that I sponsored, and he was traveling around for another company, but he realized he was in a place and they had 10,000 people that were in that place for this other company. And he said they all had to travel to get here. And that's when the light bulb went on in his head, and how he came on and got involved with our company, and is just crushing it right now. So so that's great. So do some dream building. Number two, another thing that you want to do right now, you've got to let people know you're launching South Africa. You've got to say it in those type of terminologies. You know, Mary, I just want to share something with you. I'm getting ready to launch a new business here in South Africa. It's not only going to be here, but it's going to be launched all over the world. Are you open to making money outside of what you currently do? So you see how I did that? We just added the little front part on it, but you tied it to, I'm getting ready to launch my business, and I'm the lead guy here in this area to launch a business here in South Africa. Do you keep your options open to making money outside of what you currently do? So you can kind of tweak it any way you want there, but your 5 or 10 people that we just talked about, they need to know you are ready to do something big. That people want to work with people that they know are going from point A to point B in life. People, they can feel that, they can smell that, or they at least need to know they're working with somebody that works with people that have gone from point A to point B in their life. And if you're with those people, that obviously can help you get there, which can help them get there. So you've got to be sharing Lawrence's story all the time. You got to be talking about Ati, you know, his professional background and in rugby, and you got to talk about my background, 30 years full-time. They call Power Couple, they just give us that term because I think it's us two, but ours and Todd Strand's background, you've got some power folks that have a vested interest in your success. But these are the things that I've used when I've started, and obviously as I got more successful in the business, I let people know. I'd put 5 or 10 people together at dinner, and I let them know, hey, Maria and I are getting ready to launch this business. As you guys know, we're dead serious about doing something really, really big, and you're the first group that I'm bringing this to. We're going to share this with you, and by the end of dinner, by the end of the presentation, we want to know if you're in or out. And invariably, you get 9 people to sign up on that night to get in the business, and now we're launching, and then we're doing the same thing for those 9 people, looking for those 2 to 5 or 10 people that they can get quickly. So again, my point is this posture is very, very powerful. Even though you haven't had success, you're just getting started. You already know the worst case scenario in our company is a couple of major incredible vacations, and you're going to learn a skill set, the Forex skill set, that could build a financial fence around your home that nothing can penetrate. That's a given. That's the worst case scenario in our company. Now, the best case is let's go build a team. I'm launching a business here in South Africa. I'm looking for 10 serious people that want to get paid. Are you open to making money outside of what you currently do? Yes or no? Now, I know Lawrence is videotaping this, so Lawrence, let's grab that segment and make sure it gets into his hands, and then he can change whatever he wants to. But the key is a sense of urgency. The key is, you know, getting that message out. You've got, how many people do you have in your cell phone? If you looked at your cell phone and you scroll down, how many names do you have in there?
Couple hundred.
Couple hundred people. So if you did 10 a day, and that's up to you, but if you did 10 a day, copy and paste with that message, it would take you less than 10 minutes, probably 6 minutes. Once you do the message, just copy, paste. Literally, you can go through hundreds within 30, 40 minutes of time. We can get to that list of 200, you know, like this. See, there's 2 types of people. There's people that get a list, a hundred list of 100 names on it, and there's people that take a year or 2 to get through that list. And there's people like Lawrence and I, we'll get through that list in an afternoon and just sharing it, because we're creating that that sense of urgency. Success loves speed. It's like the airplane, when the jet airplane, those big 747s or now 787s, they take off. The most energy is at takeoff, and as they're taking off in the air, and as they fulfilling the getting up to 30,000 feet. Once they get there, then they can just, you know, throttle back and they get into cruise control, 500-600 miles an hour. But at the beginning, they have got to have those engines purring. They've got to be humming. Otherwise, it's not going to get off the ground. I mean, imagine if a captain comes on and he says, hey, today, guys, we got clear blue skies out here in Cape Town and we're getting ready to take off. But, you know, we know the environment is having some challenges and climate control, you know, all this stuff is happening. So what we're going to do today, instead of going full throttle, we're just going to saunter down the runway at about 20 to 30 miles an hour. We should be able to lift up and get up in the air and go from, I mean, what would you do if he said that? You'd want to get off the plane because it's going to crash. It's not going to happen. Things are going to, you know, something bad is going to go. But that you've got to get off to an incredible start. If you do that and create that momentum, then you cruise up to that 30,000 feet, then you can kind of throttle back and just put it on cruise control. So I don't know what your timing is in the business as far as, you know, Daryl, I've got a couple hours a day. I'm going to do that 4 days a week, or I've got an hour a day. So these are some of the things we need to know. But I can tell you 100%, Lawrence and I and Ati want to back you 110% and help you get off to the quickest start that you want to get off. Not the start we want you to get off to. We want you to get off to. And that's why we're having this kind of interview and making sure you're on point. Lawrence, anything you want to add to that, buddy?
Yeah, the one thing that I would really like to add is you need to paint your vision, not just sell a business opportunity.
Yeah.
So right at this moment, you know, if we're brutally honest, you are our first person in the mother city. You are our first person in Cape Town. So one of the really strong messages you can push out to people you know is, hey guys, I'm building my leadership. I'm looking for 10 people to join me as leaders in Cape Town. You know, where is your home? Where was your original home base?
Johannesburg.
Joburg, what part?
Fourways. So yeah, Fourways.
Okay, so you come from the Fourways type area. Again,
Yeah.
so you go, hey guys, I'm in Cape Town. I'm looking for 10 leaders. Hey guys, we haven't got a leader up in Fourways yet. If you're in Halfway House, if you're in Fourways, if you're in Midrand, if you're in Sandton, you're in Bryanston, I need to talk to you guys. I need a leader in these areas.
Mm.
You know, because you guys are sitting with a fantastic opportunity here. Tell that story. But myself and Ati, we're going to build this business. We're going to build this business to thousands and thousands of people. But I'm looking for those 2 guys now to plug in. I'm looking for those 3 guys. I'm looking for a strong woman. I'm looking for an older guy. I'm looking for an Indian guy that can do Lenasia. You just got to think slightly out of the box how you can almost compartment certain marketplaces, because, you know, and whether we like it or not, a mom with 2 children is capable of selling to other moms easier than what I can sell to a mom. And, you know, so you try and get into different compartments of people to focus their direction. You know, imagine you could get someone in the army. He could sell to other guys in the army. If you've got someone in the fire department, he can sell to other guys in the fire department. So use the ability that you're in Cape Town. You're looking for leaders, and the fact that you come from Joburg, from Fourways area, can be massively beneficial for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. And again, I want to make sure you're clear that we're not pushing you. We just, you know, I understood what you said the other day, so I'm kind of trying to stay at that level. But we connect with you at the level that you want to go. And by no means do we want to say, oh man, those guys push. That's not our intent. If you say, Daryl, I want to go after this thing, we're going to go from that perspective. If Daryl, hey, I'm in it, we'll see how it works, and then, you know, we'll back off and go from that perspective. So I understood that you really want to make this happen. You really want to, you know, outdo your girlfriend's company as well. So, you know, I'm talking to those type of terms today.
Yeah, like yeah.
Now you can go, Pilar. I'll go after you.
No, like one thing that really stuck out to me on Monday, I think Daryl, you said it. You said, yeah, you're either in this business by choice, which means you're seeing how it goes, wherever the wind takes you, that's the direction you'll go into, or you're deciding that this is going to work for you, you know. And I think I'm there, you know. Like travel is something that I've always been passionate about, and this is something, and entrepreneurship as well, you know. So this is something that gives me both, you know. And for me, like you're saying, I'm not selling necessarily just the business. For me, it's something I'm really, really passionate about. So I feel like it's going to come off very sincere. And yeah, the people I know and just where we are heading in terms of humanity in general, people want to experience things. People want to see new things. People want to touch new cultures. And yeah, I'm keen.
Yeah, we need to celebrate other cultures. Absolutely.
Well, that
Just
is
to
awesome.
add,
Go ahead.
just to add, like on my side, I mean, looking at in a similar position where young people, people are looking for experiences, and all of that, and you just see that, like on my WhatsApp, literally, I just scroll down, see the people that I've been speaking to for the past 2 weeks, and some of them haven't even answered their messages, and I just basically just shoot, hey, I'm involved with this new company, or I'm launching this in South Africa. Do you have 25 minutes of time to get sometime next week on a Tuesday? If they can't make a Tuesday, you can organize with either Daryl, Lawrence, or Werner to get that person on a call. I mean, I've spoken to all 4 of your sisters. Like I've spoken to Sia,
Yeah.
and all of them were, the people that were on my contact list, and I've wiped that out. I don't have anyone that I'm speaking to on a friendly basis that I haven't spoken to about this, that I haven't, gotten to sit on a 25-minute call. And obviously when I know more and be like, no, man, I'm just launching this. I won't do it justice. Just jump on. And I mean, I had Werner on calls. I'm on about 25 calls in the first 2 weeks. And I mean, if I had Daryl or Lawrence at the disposal, I would have probably, or we had the Zoom calls, I probably would have gotten much more people. But I mean, I've exhausted everyone. So now anyone new that I meet, what do you do? I haven't seen you in a while. What are you doing? And people obviously see your posts and they like and they like and they like and they like. When they see you, they want to ask about it, and then you tell them, oh man, we're in the process of launching this thing. It's going quite well. I'm really excited about it. And I mean, if you can sell it without actually going on holiday, imagine when you do take that holiday. Imagine when you do show your, I mean, I took a post now of New Year's, now I want to end New Year's on a bang, and I wanted to end it in Cape Town, and I went to the hotel site, and I was fishing there for hotels in Cape Town on New Year's, and obviously it's the most expensive time, and the Bloberg Hotel and the Stock Exchange Hotel, Onyx Hotels. You see these hotels going for about $600 US, which is about 10 to 11K. And I actually did the bookings.com page. I went there and I saw it. Same bed, 10.5K. With us, it's $169. That's less than 3K, if you and your girlfriend go Harvey's, that's 500 Rand. And you literally living, in a white robe, waking up on New Year's, happy 2021 type of life, and people, they want that. And I think I had an advertisement that I don't know who to take, a couple of ladies came and they said, hey, take me. And I had a couple of friends that were like, hey, actually dude, this, let me know about this, and I'm like, okay guys, so we can now, I know South Africans. So I'm like, no, listen, let's have a chat on next week, Monday, so, that's basically my wish.
May I ask you a question quickly?
Yeah.
These girls that you advertise to, did they ask you if you're taking your teddy bear and what your teddy bear's name is? I like the way
that's the problem, Lawrence.
Just behind your head. It's quite cute.
Oh no, this is my mom's room.
Yeah, of course it's mom's room, Ati. We get it. Of course it's your.
Hey, well, I got a point I wanted to make just before I forget, but one of the things you want to do is you don't want to do the telling and the selling. It is so critical to do that. Even though I pretty much can articulate the information, etc., every new person I've got, I get on the phone with somebody else because I'm training that person literally when I'm initially talking to them. If I sit there and I got to explain everything to them about it, then they think that's what they have to do. So I want to make this clear. Your job is not to do the selling, the telling and the selling. Your job is to pick a question that you like, get them to say yes, because what you're trying to do is find out who's open to looking. That's all you want to do. And then if they ask you, well, tell me a little bit about what about the, and you can say this, I know enough to be excited, but I don't know enough to explain it. Well, Daryl, well, you got business, something that's getting ready to launch. Well, tell me a little bit about it. You know, hey, Mark, I know enough to be excited, but I don't know enough to explain it. Let me get you on the phone with my business partner. Check this video out. When do you have 15 minutes that you can watch the video? And if you tell me it's 3 days from now, I'm not going to get you the video until you're able to watch it 3 days from now and you're sitting at your computer. That's when I'm sending it out. If I send it to you now, you may not watch the video because you don't have that sense of urgency. So again, remember, don't do the telling and selling. I don't do it. Todd doesn't do it. Todd does 3 ways with me and other leaders, etc., because we're training people. You can't be a prophet in your own land. They know you for who you are. They don't know you as this business guy that's getting ready to explode, South Africa. So that's one point. I know enough to be excited, John, but I don't know enough to explain it. You got to check this video out. When do you have however long the video is, or can you get on the live webinar on Tuesday night? Well, just for me, and I know, Lawrence, you give me your own experience on here. The webinars like this Zoom are great, but if I have to wait to next Tuesday, I'm missing out 7 days. So, find a video if you can. Maybe Lauren will make one, or some that Todd or somebody has, that you've got access to that video 24 hours a day. And as soon as they watch the video, for an example, if you told me, Ati, that Daryl, hey, I can watch the video tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Well, great. Ati, be in front of your computer. I'm going to give you a call, 8 o'clock. I got to go. Things are just exploding. I'll talk to you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So now I'm calling him back at 8 o'clock. Already set it up with Lawrence. Lawrence, I'm on the phone with Ati at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. He's going to watch the video. The video, as you know, is 15 minutes. And then so I call, give him the video, and I say, it's 15 minutes. I'm going to call you right back as soon as the video's over, about 15, 18 minutes from this moment. And when I call him back, that's when I got Lawrence on the phone with me. And then I'm edifying Lawrence. Hey, Ati, hey, now you know why I'm so excited about what you just seen. What did you like about it? And then I'm introducing Lawrence as the Grand Poobah, just explaining who he is and his background and how he's working directly with me to help me expand it. So I use videos a lot. We do the webinars and the Zooms a lot as well. But if I'm not doing a Zoom for 2 or 3 days, and I can get that person to watch a video and get me and Todd or Maria and I on the phone with them after they review the information and I'm answering questions, the process speeds up, at least in my opinion. Lawrence, I know you may have a different philosophy, and that's fine. But anything you want to share to that, why you like Zooms?
I agree with you fully, Daryl, completely and utterly. I mean, we're building some resources at the moment, guys. Tap into those resources. We put up probably 30, 40 videos on YouTube. If you see one of the videos from us on YouTube, go and subscribe to the channel, and you've always got access to those videos. And those videos could be, it could be the CEO talking about the company. It could be Daryl and Maria in one of their fantastic holidays. It could be another person in Scotland. So there's a whole lot of resources there, and you can just tap into those resources.
Awesome, awesome. So your sponsor, Hila, is who?
Is my sister, yeah, Sia.
Sia, I think I met her. I can't remember totally, but Sia, if you're watching this video later, the same thing we're talking to your brother, it applies to you. We want to connect with you as well and help you do the same thing. So all the things I was just saying to your brother, and Lawrence was saying to your brother, and Ati was saying to your brother at the beginning, we want to apply that to you. So get back in touch with me or Lawrence or Ati, and so we can have this meeting again, or just confirm that, hey, you agree, here's what you're doing, and here's how we can help you. So special messages to you, Sia. So now you got to get her to see the movie, see this recording.
Well, I'll pass it on.
And Philo, have you connected with everyone? Have you connected with Daryl and with Todd on Facebook? You are on Facebook, aren't you?
I am on Facebook. I need to reactivate my app on my phone. But yeah, I'll definitely do that right now. Actually, straight after this call.
Yeah, I
See,
don't.
these young guys are Instagram. You know, he said Instagram earlier, so you know he's a young guy.
The only reason I say Facebook is Facebook's a nice way just to keep up with 20-second snippets on a daily basis, see what's going on. We try and keep it going. Auntie will tell you all the time. We've got little messages coming in. So it's really good to take part in. You don't have to put lots of time into it, but it's a good reinforcement tool.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely plug into that.
Well, Peter, we're done. I mean, those are the simple basics. You have a goal, you have an objective, and you know, we've given you a couple of things. Have a tremendous desire, because when you go through the ups and the downs, which you will, people you think will get in won't. Some that you think they only have 2 pennies to get in will explode the business. There's no rhyme or reason for it. That's why I learned a long time ago, I never prejudge. In other words, I don't play God. I let everyone know about this, and whether they decide to be a green, you know, yellow or red, that's up to them. But don't pick and choose. Share the information. Ask the question to everyone, and then the chips will fall where they may. And then once we get those people in, then we plug them in as well. And Ati, like I know Sia is one of your people. We're obviously, she's moving. She's got a brother going, and then he could be just, I think, just amazing. Who are the other two? Do we need to refocus them, talk with them, set up a game plan, set some goals with them? If we do, let me know and Lawrence know, and we'll do the same thing with those individuals. We want to make sure the number one goal is to, when a person gets in, we set a goal to get their 3. No matter what we're talking about, it's about making sure they get the 3. Okay, here's Pila's name. You know, line 1, line 2, line 3. He's at 000 right now. As soon as he gets the first one, we're putting one in. Lawrence will put it in. I'll put it in the name just on our chart. You get the second person in. We got the second person in. All right, Pila, we need one more person. Now, at the same time, we're looking for that third person. We're duplicating the same process with you, with those first 2 people that are already in the business. And if we continue just to repeat that process, I'm telling you, the business gets easy. And the only challenge is someone realizing that, you know, yes, this is work. Just because it's a couple bucks to sign up, you still have to treat it like you spent $1 million. And if you do, that's where I guarantee people success. People who don't, then it's just a game. And hopefully they just take advantage of the travel, which is, again, is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. No, most definitely. I really appreciate this time. Really appreciate the call. Yeah, I'm really keen to get this ball rolling. Because to me, from day one when I heard about it, I couldn't believe it really. So I had to like hear and see for myself. I was like, what? No, that makes zero sense. And then when I plugged into the Zoom call, it was like, whoa, okay, this is more than intriguing. And I think a lot of people are going to feel like that. Like you're saying, I'm just keen to tell anyone and everyone about it. You know, they'll decide for themselves whether they want it. I'm not going to decide that for them. And again, it's an opportunity that I don't need to necessarily sell. You know, it does sell itself. Like I was convinced from the first Zoom call, and I think I'm not alone in that.
No, I agree. And check out your back office and go to the Dreamcation portal and start looking at some of the places, you know, around the country, around the world. And obviously now that South Africa is on the map, over the next 6 months, over the next year, as you guys grow this, you know, the company will get even more places out and towards your part of the world. And I've seen that happen. We didn't have anything out in the France area. Now France is exploding, and Tenerife and all these places that are close to France. So that's going to happen as the company emerges. But go back there, show your girlfriend, look at these events. And if you're a platinum, the price is even better. If you're a titanium, it's a little bit more, but it still is phenomenal comparative to what's out there in the marketplace. So we're here to help you, man, 110%. You can get access to us, whatever we need, and we'll go from there. And IT, whatever we need to do with those other 2 or the next 2 or 3 you're looking to recruit, you know, whatever we need to do to pick up the pace there, let's do it. And we'll be here to help and support you. And again, I know Lawrence and I just connected also on WhatsApp. So if that's something that's valuable to you guys, I think Lawrence is the first person I've talked to on WhatsApp in like forever, you know, 'cause I just don't use it, but it seemed to come into my phone. I saw it and I responded to it, or I got the information he sent me. So that's another backup in addition to Facebook as well.
Daryl, in Europe, in England, in Dubai, in South Africa, WhatsApp is huge.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's pretty much, yeah.